Why, thank you, Nina. Welcome back.
Best indie game currently in development.
Aw, shucks. One day left? Oh, it must count the day that you sub. Is an extra day? I don't know, that one's weird. Because it should be today if you subbed on a Saturday stream. That's weird. Oh, let me turn on the chat. Who knows? Okay, so longitudinal stiffness 12,000. Turn that down on the first to like Try that one. It's coming through okay, right? Yeah. I know. 3 follows and we're at 100. How are we gonna celebrate? I mean, like, we have to make that person feel special even though they didn't necessarily intend to do it. See, that already feels better. How can I pull out of that? Yeah, it's still pretty wobbly. Although I'm just kind of holding down boost. I should really be doing this with the controller so I can have variable throttle. And name an NPC after them. Oh shit. We should post that somehow. I mean, because anybody that already follows us is probably going to be the ones that see the post, but I mean, I think all of our patrons should get NPCs named after them too. That seems like an obvious one. Yeah, we're at 12,000 on the middle and back wheels. You know what? Maybe I'll turn it down on the middle wheels. Try that. Let's just turn this down to like 7,500. These are just arbitrary values as far as I can tell. They don't really have any real world analog. Did that just like stream? Yeah. Although honestly, any Ariophany or executive council members should probably get NPCs named after them. I mean, that's pretty $10 to $20 a month. I mean, I feel like that's the least we can do. But we can talk about that later. Yeah, because I mean, in essence, I mean, okay, so we drop the player in the world. Their settlement is destroyed. How do we keep them from just going off completely off book? I don't think their battery should start full, and I think they should be directed somehow, either visually or radio, band, or something to die. They just die. It's like, look, this is an open world game, but for right now, we just need you to go. Yeah, their battery should not be full either, because it's like a training mission. You know, they've spent the whole tutorial driving the rover. I mean, they should start with a fixed amount, but yeah, hey, I mean, I'm not opposed to having a fixed spawn location if that's what if that'll make our lives, you know, more than twice as easy. I get that the the appeal of doing the random spawns is replayability, or you know, semi-random, pseudo-random. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean that's, you know, a la Elder Scrolls games. Like with their guilds. Okay, so back wheels are at 12,000, middle wheels 7,500, front wheels 5,000 longitudinal, front wheels lateral 100, middle is 10, back is 5. Those babies just want to slip so bad. We are making a driving adventure game that takes place on Mars. Currently, I am working on I'm like tuning the handling of our rover. Yeah, Flavor Slave in the chat is Jeff, my brother, and the other half of Olympus Mons Games. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, that's too slippy. You can just, yeah, I don't know. That feels, I shouldn't be able to. Okay. I'm just gonna tweak these values arbitrarily for a couple more times, and then I'm gonna get in the game and pull up the actual debug info and see what's going on. Yeah, it's funny. Every time I play any game now, I'm just kind of thinking about, you know, how the design of the game, and trying to find inspiration and, you know, avoid common pitfalls and that kind of thing. Take the best, leave the worst. Alright, so lateral stiffness really cannot be 5. That is way too low. It is. It's like I come from, my primary background is the film industry, and ever since I went to film school, I haven't been able to watch movies the same way. It's absolutely ruined me. And for some reason I have this uncontrollable urge to point these things out to the people that are watching this with me. Poor souls, the poor innocent souls watching the movie with me. Okay. Oh, okay. This feels a little better. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Wow, actually, that is quite nice. Now, how about hairpin turns with the handbrake? Okay. Not bad. Alright, let's pull up debug info. Let's see. What is the command again? It's... Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up again. It's some obscure physics bug. Oh. Surfaces, telemetry, and debugging. I feel like it's just really annoying to me that I have to watch a YouTube video in order to get this information instead of just having it written down somewhere. I'm just gonna write it down somewhere. I can't be mad at the world because I don't want to take notes. Let's see. This is a video by Marco Ghislanzoni. Now, I just need debug command. That's all I need. Show debug vehicle. Duh. Okay. That's more. There it is. For some reason, in our game, these values show up twice. Yeah, because it repeats. It just kind of goes off the screen here, but I get all of this primary info twice. There are, I mean, I'll double check, but I'm 99.99% sure there is not another rover on this planet. There are test POIs, player pawn, nope. Nope. And this is the test planet, so, you know, I haven't been doing anything crazy in here. Ooh, so, yeah, turning is still a bit of an issue. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn up the turn radius. Is it 35 before? Steer angle? 35? Try that. The box is the bounds. The rover, the mesh is bounds, I believe. Or maybe physics bounds? I'm not sure. It's a bounding box of some kind. And then we have our local coordinate arrows. Also, our wheels are now cylinders for some reason. Weren't they circles before? Or spheres? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't rely on YouTube videos. I would rely on YouTube videos as little as possible. Most Unreal Engine development YouTube videos are they're not purposefully wrong. They're just kind of they can misinform. They tend to misinform. Unless you're trying to do like some really basic implementation of already existing engine functionality, stuff that is already in the engine that Epic put there officially, and you just need to figure out how to turn it on and put it in your game, totally. Beginner tutorials, totally fine. But as far as like YouTube videos regarding like custom mechanics, especially blueprint only tutorials, tend to be like I guess, you know, they get the job done. Oh man, this is not. I think I need to up the stiffness on the front wheels just a little. Yeah, congratulations on you know, graduating from UE101, Unreal Engine 101. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would. But that's just because I'm new to game development and Unreal Engine, or an Unreal Engine and object-oriented programming in general. So, man, you know, I really like how this feels, except when you want to turn. It's actually easier to turn in air than it is on the ground. The lateral stiffness is already quite high. Problem is when you're turning. Oh, no, yeah, I think you're right. It just needs to go up more. Maybe I need to increase the max load. This part is a little frustrating just because I have to be in the game to see the debug info. But then I have to exit the game in order to change anything. Okay, so I'm looking at normalized load. This text is really small, you probably can't see it, but I mean, the normalized load of the front wheels is not. It's definitely, I mean, it's not going above 2. It only peaks at 2, and I'm already at 2, so maybe that's not it. Yeah, I'll just turn up the stiffness. I guess that's just a limitation of using physics, huh? Because even if I converted these wheels into blueprints and assigned parameters that I would be able to, like in the UI for instance, if I could just set up like a slider and move these values around, it would actually not work. I have been doing it for 2 years, a little more. Jeff and I juggled around different game ideas before we settled on this one. Yeah, he's the real pro. Like I said, I come from the film industry, so this is more of my transitional endeavor. Okay, lateral stiffness. Let's just double it. I need to work with large values, or I'm not going to be able to tell what's going on. Oh, have fun with that. I mean, it is exciting stuff, but have you worked with the materials at all? Yeah, I mean, honestly, just the fact that you have to do a forward shading, is extremely limiting in what you can do. But I mean, you know, I think that the VR community, like the gaming community, has just sort of accepted that because every VR game is shaded, you know, the same way, and they're all sort of limited in their scope of visual flattery, and so that's just sort of how it is. Everyone's kind of used to it, you know? Okay, I mean, yeah, we're getting some... I mean, it definitely... Yeah, it definitely just sort of locks. And if I kick in... Well, no, actually, okay. If I kick in boost, then we do get that slide. So maybe the boost is the equivalent of, you know, slamming the throttle to get that power slide going. Get the Tokyo Drift. The Noctis Drift? I don't know, there's got to be a Mars equivalent word for Tokyo Drift. There's just got to be. Nope, see, it locks up. So if you're... I mean, in reality, when I punch it and turn the wheel, I should start spinning out. Like, I need the rover to start spinning out so that I can then counteract that with the wheels, the front wheel movement, and manually pull myself out of that spin. But we're kind of just getting like this. Yeah, that's true. Let's try that. Okay, I'm boosting. Handbrake. That was just a tap on the handbrake. Okay, that wasn't a fair test because I hit the side of a hill. But we got a spin out. The handbrake definitely does its job. You mean the meta rift? Sorry, the meta quest. Oh yeah, I put Phobos on the test planet, by the way. Well, what I meant is instead of using deferred rendering, you're using forward rendering. And so the forward renderer has, with my limited understanding of it, is that in deferred shading, or deferred rendering, everything, each pixel's color, its you know, its emissiveness, basically its color. Everything that makes up each pixel in the screen's color is calculated beforehand in buffers, and then, and only then, once all of that calculation is done, is the pixel drawn to the screen. In forward shading, it's done sort of the opposite of that. Oh, hey, it shows when the wheels are off the ground. I didn't notice that before. That's cool. What's up, Viable? What do you mean chorus of 6? Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of one monolithic sound, just instance it 6 times and each wheel affects the pitch. That could either be really cool or maddening. We'll have to try it. Alright, I don't know, Jeff, I'm sorry, but once you play this game on an Xbox controller, it's really hard to go back to keyboard and mouse. The turning, obviously, the camera panning kind of sucks, because, I mean, it's just sort of a linear value, but... Oh yeah, this planet I'm on right now is actually Voxels. Yes. Apprehensively, but yes. Looking forward to UE5, absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm sure you saw the Valley of the Ancients demo that they released. I mean, if you look at the environment, that's basically what we need, is thousands of rocks on the screen at the same time. Currently we can handle thousands of rocks, but you take a serious performance hit. Yeah, Matrix is cool. That was more of a demo for sort of an interactive cinematic. Those are like really fancy QuickTime events. Still really cool, like awesome stuff. Yeah. Not doing rebasing will also solve a few of our problems. It does, because you have to carry that over to everything. Everything. Oh. Wipe out. Okay, so I think, oh man, I think driving's getting in that sweet spot, to be honest. I mean, you know, I don't know if it's the perfect solution, because I would literally have to try every combination of values, and there are 9 different values, because each wheel, or each set of wheels, so forward, middle, and back wheels, are, those pairs share values, traction values, and so you're sorry, I just keep getting, oh, I'm not very good at it, but yes, I can drift. I can hit handbrake. Here, let me turn off this debug. This isn't fun to look at. Oh, if I press it again, what is this? Oh, I get input. I get input stuff. Interesting. Okay. Let's actually just... show debug vehicle. Page up and page down to cycle between targets. Oh boy. Is there not a way to turn this off? There isn't a hide debug. No, of course not. Show debug vehicle. Okay. Just restart. Yeah, for real. Alright, let's just restart. It drift at like 160 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, I'll be doing all kinds of stuff. So we're going with more of a sort of hard science fiction take on this one. So, you know, probably not going to be any aliens or anything like that. It's human colonization in the latter half of the of this century, and so you're dealing with human problems. But yes, sorry, I'm zoning out here. It's been a long day. So yes, there will be factions that have different ideological beliefs, and you're basically going to need to choose a side. So you're in this rover. You're kind of a nobody when you start the game. You're just, you know, Joe Schmo, hired from Earth to work for a neutral collective on Mars that is just contracted out to survey for you know, valuable resources. And so, you know, that's kind of how you start the game. But almost immediately, the planet kind of falls into disarray as a civil war of sorts breaks out. It's actually, I guess it's more of a rebellion against Earth. Those pesky Earth-based corporations are just trying to take control of Mars and sort of turn it into a giant strip mine and send all the stuff back to Earth for their benefit. And by this time, I mean, there are, you know, a couple million-ish people living on Mars, spread pretty much all around the planet. And so you're kind of stuck in the middle of this. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Way more concise. I forget. Oh yeah, no, that is the handbrake. Okay. Is that the handbrake? The handbrake should be an immediate response. Oh, shit. Close. Oh no, this is reverse. I need to update these controller inputs. What is the handbrake button then? That's scan. Yeah, thanks. We think so. I mean, really, when we kind of set out to make games on Mars, we're just sort of like, we want to go to Mars. It'd be really cool to actually go to Mars in real life, but can't really do that right now, so might as well make Mars in the virtual world and allow ourselves and others to visit it as well. You know what? I'm gonna turn on the foliage because... Now, you know what? I'm gonna go to Mars. This is the test planet. This isn't a good representation of where we're at with our game right now. This is where we go to like prototype things. We still have quite a lot to build out. So yeah, we're still working on multiple things at the same time, the two of us. But yeah, we've currently been sort of focused on getting a playable demo done within the next 3 or 4 months. Yeah, AI is a big one for sure. Just I'm gonna start at the default player spawn, wherever that is. Oh, right. I set us down right at sunrise. There's actually no cell shading currently. The dust that you see is actually sort of a fake cell shade. It's all done in the material. The particle material. We are doing outlining in post-process though. That's one of the sister volcanoes. I don't remember which one. Is it Ascarius? Oh no, I think this is Pavonis. We'll go climb Pavonis. Oh, really shouldn't be. See, now that we've added all these rocks, I can't just like fly across the landscape at 200 kilometers an hour. It's not going to work out very well for you if you do that. Yeah, Jeff's been focused mostly on game programming, mechanics. I've been focused on art, and we've both been trading blows with UI and just rover stuff, because a lot of those things kind of require all hands on deck. I definitely want to... We've actually already made... I've made multiple materials for the ground. There's, you know, different types of sands, different types of regoliths. I've just been... It's been on my list for some time, but actually making it so that those sort of get spawned in as biomes, and also sort of randomly peppered out throughout the landscape. Because hand painting... Ooh, I hit that rock completely wrong. Hand painting the all of the biomes will be... Oh no, I'm going way too fast. Fuck it. Thanks, yeah. Oh. So yeah, we still need... It's not even as much like what we need to build out at this point as it is like tweaking the things we have so that they're... you know, they're acting like you think they should. Like, I think I need to turn down the size of the rocks on the hills. Those things keep coming up and biting me in the ass here. Oh no, it is a height map. However, it's actually a planet, so you could drive completely around in any direction, and you'd end up back where you started. Although it'd be impossible to drive in a straight line, but theoretically, yes. Yeah, right now I'm kind of in the neighborhood of... I'm like at the sister volcanoes, which is... Man, I really want to keep flipping backwards. I think that's the stiffness of the back wheels. I might need to, I don't know, push the center of mass forward or something? I do really like where the handling is right now, though. I think that's probably a good stopping point for that. Pushing the center of mass forward, yeah. Okay, I need to make a sharp turn. Oh no. Oh, not gonna do it. Also, you know, it's not very intuitive, but, you know, driving at high speed. Oh, that mesh is still giving me some problems. Driving at high speed, in, you know, less than 40% of Earth's gravity gives some unexpected results. Yeah, I need to bind handbrake real quick. Onto the controller. Also, Jeff, I think it would be like really cool. I mean, I don't know how I would test this because I don't have a setup, but a complete you know, steering wheel, pedals, even like gear shifter if they wanted to, but having like a whole physical driving setup, super neat. So yeah, we'll just have to, I mean, it's not even like we need to map that specifically, especially for the demo. Just make it so that people can customize, remap every single control in the game. Oh yeah, I haven't even set that up yet. Haptic feedback for the controller. I mean, Unreal has that built in. I just haven't / don't know how to implement that yet. Is it? For steering? Are you sure about that? I mean, really? Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of things real quick. I'm gonna make the rocks smaller because they're pissing me off. Or maybe I'll just put them lower in the ground. That will do it. Little high frequency. Put those. Do negative, I don't know, 18. I don't want to quite go to 20. And then for the flat one, oh, that's why I have their scale set high. Turn those down. Go, and then well, right, camera orientation, but there's also the manual override with keyboard A and D. Those are axis controls, yeah? Flat small rocks can go. Hey, thanks for the follow. If you're on Discord, you should check that one out because that's where we post literally everything. Every little update, every screenshot that I take in our devlog. You can see our changelog even, so you can see any time that we push any change to our version control, to our repository. And we've got a small but budding community there as well. Space nerds are us. Yeah, we'll just negative. Okay. Let's see, is that? Turn the camera down. Floating. Not quite, but I technically, yeah. Isn't that one? It is flat. Okay. Wow, those are like really up off the ground. What is up with that? Wait, what? Oh wow. What? It is. Oh man, that is. Fires a higher number than I expected. Okay, minus 50 it is. gonna kind of delete a lot of them to other areas, but let's make them a little bit more common. And we, oh, they're minimum. Oh, right, because that's, yeah, okay, so let's just turn this down to like 6, and then it should only be on like really flat areas. Less floaters. Yeah, no joke. That is like extremely important. I mean, you know, I don't think that we're the type of people that feel like we want to grow into a 200 developer size studio. I think that if we have passionate and talented people, staying small will allow us to be agile and stay focused on development and not have to worry about things like management. Okay, so these are, yeah, oh damn. Alright, so let's make that slope angle like 5. Okay. So oh, that's why our chunk size is super big. Okay, so now I can actually bring these back up. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. And that's the case, we don't need to have collision on this, guys. That'll help out. Not collision. Well, take it from us. Start simple. Whatever your first game is, just make it. Especially if you're just by yourself, it absolutely has to be something that you can complete in a maximum of 1 to 2 years. Yeah. And Sandbox is like easy on the surface, but to make a compelling Sandbox game requires an insane amount of work. Okay, so now we can less com. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's so much more work on the planet itself Every time I look at it, I'm like simultaneously proud and impressed, and also like, oh my god, there's so much to do. Yeah, imagine hand sculpting all of this. You know, the way the voxel system works, you know, we can't have multiple people working on the level at the same time. So it would have to be hand sculpted by one person. That's cool. Is it interactive, or is it just like a sort of experience for an experience, VR experience? What else was it gonna do? It's gonna map handbrake. Yep, it's so A is currently due. And what would they call that? Gamepad face button bottom. That's what it's called. Of course. Yeah, that sounds great. See, the cool thing about VR is that the technology, the hardware itself is enough of a draw that the games don't need to be like super, you know, super crazy. You just need like a cool concept and then flesh it out a little bit to, you know, justify someone paying money for it, and then that's it. Spawn down here. Yeah, see, that idea is like really simple and cool, and you know, you don't run into like bang your head against a wall trying to figure out vector math to determine where the sun is in relation to the player in relation to a planet so that you can derive a single value. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, yeah, the handbrake makes things much better. I was hitting brake, which brakes all the wheels. Handbrake only brakes the back 4 wheels. Okay, so Jeff, let me see if what you were saying is correct. Oh my god, you're right. That's why I keep feeling like I have to feather the joystick back and forth. Oh man. Right, so I've been fighting against that with my mappings. Apparently the only way to go forward is to push the left joystick forward, which is also the turning joystick. So if you're not perfectly forward, you're gonna want to veer. I mean, yeah, but you're still just feathering it. Like I'm not. Like if I turn, I don't know if what you're saying is true, and the joystick either wants to go all the way one direction or the other, no matter how much I'm pushing the joystick over. That is not what I was envisioning. That isn't what I thought it was happening. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm just trying to move the joystick as little as possible, and it just goes all the way. I see. Okay. I mean, you would know. You programmed it. I just thought it was working differently. You know what then? I think that I should make the longitudinal stiffness of the middle wheels the most. Because that's where forces are balanced with center of mass. I've actually talked about that as a stretch goal for me personally, because I'm essentially the 3D artist on the team, so I would have to be modeling and texturing and setting all of that up, but I would love to have a cockpit view. Yeah, longitudinal means in line with the direction of the wheel. Lateral means perpendicular to the direction of the wheel. Barrel roll. Another one if this collision works out. Yeah, oh no. Alright, so let me keep these values. close those windows. Why did you do that then? Just select all. Oh, can actually select more than one. But I can't open. What? $1,000. 500. So make this one 12,000. Make this like. Should probably be decently close to each other. 5,000. Random number. Oh yeah, will do. Howdy. Welcome. Just driving on Mars. You said you haven't been to a stream in a while, right? Welcome back. Fix that up. Yeah. Yeah, it's been there for a while, but it was like really like loud. I've like sort of mixed it a little better to the background. Oh god. Oh. Okay. Oh, we'll survive. Get out of this rut. Ah. Alright, I need to keep trying my, there we go, my hand-braking skills. Possibly my jumping off of ramp skills. See, I love it because you just start flying. Low gravity's great. Oh no. Usually great. Okay. I mean, ideally it would only happen when you... Well, actually, no, that dust one. Excuse me, that dust one would be, yeah, like Jeff was saying, sort of random. But, there's actually a sound of, like, a rock, like, hitting, like, thudding against the bottom of the undercarriage, and it would be really awesome to... if we couldn't time that to actual overlaps on, like when the wheels actually hit a rock. Yeah, I definitely, if we're gonna go with these traction settings or anywhere close to these, I'm gonna have to move the center of mass forward. Because those back wheels really just want this thing to take off. All right, let me do that. I was riding around on an ATV today and like dirt roads. It gave me a renewed inspiration for how this rover should feel when you drive it. Okay, let's see. Physics. Yeah, it's weird because we have physics. These don't do anything. Physics, do they? Are these for just simple collision traces or something? Oh, there's plenty of natural ramps on Mars. Yeah, we just both said it at the same time. We may or may not have a racing minigame, hint hint wink wink, in the full release of the game, which may or may not require jumping off of some hairy terrain in order to win. Actually, I mean, if you're being chased by enemy rovers that are like shooting missiles at you, you know, your best defense is your driving skills in this game. I mean, so, you know, doing things that the AI is either not willing to follow you into or will, you know, just completely screw them up is what's going to give you that edge in the game. Okay, so center of mass offset. Root body. I'm gonna move it forward. X about, oh, I don't know. This rover's about 1,000 units long from wheel to wheel. So let's just say 100. Let's try that. Now, whether or not
Whether or not this is actually going to be affected or be honored by physics, I have no idea. Right, I basically just need to go straight and hit anything. Honestly, if you're going fast enough, even small hills become ramps. Just need to get a little bit of flat-ish ground so I can get some speed. This looks like a good spot here. $250 kilometers per hour. Oh yeah, we're gonna max out on speed here. 280. Oh, this rock might. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Yeah, 280 on an uphill. That's pretty good. 6 in-wheel electric motors. This is like, this rover is like the EV of all EVs. Thing would blow the Cybertruck completely out of the water, completely out of the dust. It would leave it in the dust. Damn it! One of those. All of those. Now I can't find a hill. Okay, I'll just hit this. Whatever. Oh no, that's not a good solid, not a smooth ramp. Oh my. Okay, here we go, here we go. Crater rim coming up. Okay. I mean, it didn't want to fly backwards. I might even want to move it back just a hair, honestly. Definitely better. It doesn't want to flip like a paper plane. Because this thing is not a paper plane. Actually, that's quite good. Yeah, this thing weighs like, well, I mean it weighs less on Mars than it does on Earth, but its mass is, God, what is it, 14 tons? Yeah, that was just hitting an angle. Okay. A little hard to tell with when you're hitting at an angle. Oop, oop. And that was also because the back wheel touched last. I need to hit some flat ground. Yeah, it didn't seem like anything was affecting it beyond just the suspension. You know, sometimes you're going fast and you hit a little bump, and then the all of your weight comes up off of the wheels for like a second, and you lose all steering authority. And you're sitting there trying to steer like there, and then it snaps back in when your wheels get some weight on them. A jump course. I mean, shit, I can build that. I'm gonna build that. I'm probably gonna go to the test planet for that. I'll be able to iterate faster on it. And I don't want to be putting random ramps in somewhere on the planet and then forgetting where they are. Just, whoops, made it into the... Let's see. keep doing this. Just a minute. Oh, that's the blueprint. Hello? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Took a second. Okay, let's take the... This is pretty flat too, which is nice. We don't have all the actual height map stuff going in. Let's see here. So let's put the player start here. And then let's put the ramp like here. There should be enough, plenty room. Actors, there it is. I got a cube. Scale that up. Yeah, I have a holodeck. I have a holodeck. Oh my god. It's a little off kilt. Trouble with trying to do this on the side of the world. Okay, this is pretty good. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna make this not completely disgusting looking. Oh, there's got to be some material that I can just throw on here that isn't crap. And darker. I swear, I'm only going to look for 10 or 15 more seconds and then I'm giving up. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, just don't tell anybody how ugly this looks. Alright. Oh crap, where is it? It's over the horizon. Oh, there it is. Ooh, the sun is setting. Okay, let's do... Let me just set this up so I don't have to do this every time. Let's make this play. Here, we'll start the offset at day length is 10 minutes. Oh, can I just make it? Can I just type 6 minutes? 360 seconds. Thank you, Unreal, knowing how to, having a calculator in every single parameter field. Okay, that wasn't enough time. Oh no, it's 20 minutes because day is 10 minutes and night is 10 minutes. So I need it to be, let's do 12 minutes. Okay, there we go. Where is that? Yeah, there it is. Behind me, of course.
piece of art, the folly of human arrogance. Yeah. I hope I set up collision on this correctly, or that it's just set. We're gonna find out. Nope. Okay. Just like as I was pulling up to it, I'm like, oh wait, I probably need to set the collision on that. I'm gonna rename this to the ramp. And we're gonna set collision to physical material. I'm gonna set this to regolith just because that's what we're using on the ground. And God, collision. Save Rove foliage because that's correct. I should have just named that Rove. I know. Mine too. And then I realized my complete failure. Oh, I was trying to see if I could do like an in place. Now, here's the conundrum. If I make handbrake effect, no, it would have to be brake. Well, here we go, max speed, if I can get it. But then I need to get up to speed though. I gotta get some speed. Oh, it's perfect. That is, I mean, you gotta stabilize yourself with RCS, but I mean, maybe I should. What do you think? Should I move it back just a little? It seems pretty good, but I don't know. Like an aesthetic choice at this point. Forward dip, yeah, okay, good. Okay, cool. Right. Want to do it again, only faster. Do it faster. And turn. Okay. Smooth. So smooth. Oh, incredibly not smooth. If I brake hard, let me try. Like just in place? Handbrake. Handbrake does make me want to spin out because the front wheels are dependent on camera angle. I'm actually using the left joystick to manually turn the wheels, so you can steer just by looking. Yeah, no, I think this traction's still gonna need some work, but oh, it actually it actually does, and it's incredibly frustrating, and nobody wants to play that game. We implemented a roll bar that sort of programmatically forces the rover to want to be upright. It only affects the rover when the wheels are touching the ground. That's why you're able to sort of get these angles here. But if you land like kind of slightly off axis, it will favor landing upright as opposed to landing upside down. Because we just found that when we were playtesting it, it was like the most annoying thing. Yeah, as long as you land on one side, yeah. So basically, if you're at least like halfway to landing right side up, then it'll just sort of snap you right side up. Okay, so rover is balanced. See, I can arrest that spin out though, which is a good feeling. I just also feel like I mean, I don't know yet. You know, that depends. Like on what computer, for instance. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. We would like to be able to test it on. No, I have a Radeon 7. It's AMD Radeon 7. Yeah, we're still at the sort of throwing all the paint at the canvas thing, and then we're just gonna sort of chip away the stuff that doesn't make any sense to the piece afterwards. That'll be like our last phase before we release the demo. It actually was twice as bad as it is now, only a couple weeks ago. Because we'd put in yeah, that's perfect. We added a bunch of things and didn't actually go to the effort of optimizing any of them, and so we were rendering like 20 million polygons on the screen, and that's just really unacceptable for anybody's graphics card. But when we release the full game, we're actually going to move to Unreal Engine 5, and so that's going to take care of a lot of the graphics bottleneck as far as polygon counts go. Because Unreal Engine 5 is essentially doing away with polygon limitations in games for certain types of objects. Alright, I'm going to stop just driving in circles going off this ramp. Oh, I love it. Yeah, the day-night cycle I did, was that like a week or, it was like 2 weeks ago now? That was one of those things where as soon as I did it, I was just like, why didn't I do this like way earlier? Because it really started to bring the planet to life. I mean, we won't judge you if you want to call it the Oculus Quest. Oh man, I don't know. I think I'll probably work on one more thing, and then I'm gonna need to call it because I am completely toasted. Work on. Like I just got done talking about how there's so much to do, but there's also like this
brain mush that happens when you know that there's 10,000 individual tasks that are left to do, and you're just like completely overwhelmed by everything. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, one at a time. That's not the hard part. The hard part is which one. Well, I mean, there are some issues that I don't currently have a sort of a path to solving. Like this mesh does not collide properly, and I just don't know why. I might just need to 86 the whole thing. Let's see, I tweaked the foliage so that I'm not randomly getting catapulted into the air. Let's see. Yeah, usually when I just drive around, I think of something. Let me look at the task list. Just depressed you. Yeah, military says that the plan is just a list of things that didn't get done at the end of the day. Oh no, I think I accidentally logged into Asana wrong account, and now it's trying to get me to set up an account with an email that I don't have an account with them. In the meantime, I can turn on the day-night cycle so you guys can watch that in the background while I figure this out. Yeah, so the sunset will be over here-ish. Oh, actually, which means that Phobos should come flying over the horizon at some point. Interesting. Wrong account, here we go. Yeah, we do. There's technically they're on, yes. I made them extremely subtle though. Okay. Is there a lens flare? I don't remember if I actually had it on.
Well, I guess I could just check. Yeah, there's no lens flare. Oh, on the test planet there is still, but disregard all of that. Anything you ever see on our test planet is completely not at all our intention or artistic anything. Every once in a while I'll move our settings from our main map over to the test planet just to get some consistency, but yeah, in the game itself there is no lens flaring. Yeah, in midday, yes. That's because of the MIE scattering, M-I-E scattering from all the dust in the air. However, as the sun gets lower in the atmosphere, towards, you know, sunset, sunrise, whatever, it becomes more of a thing. Okay. See, some menu stuff. Main menu. I implemented the quit button. Alright, that's done. All good. Me too. I'm, you know, I actually ended up reading a scientific paper about atmospheric scattering properties on Mars, and then just sort of input those values into our atmosphere sim, and it didn't look right. Like, it didn't look even close to what any picture on Mars that's ever been taken looks like, and so the colors were correct, but the overall intensities of like the thickness and any of that seemed kind of wrong, and so I sort of used that as a fundamental base and then tweaked from there. Oh, the sun is actually setting over here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just keep modeling rocks until the end of time. Ooh, that's kind of a rabbit hole, but if I go into the voxel graph, or you know what? Let's get this ahead. See, when sunset happens, bam, you really get the effect. And that's actually, I mean, this happens on Earth too, but when the sun is more edge on, there's more atmosphere between you, the viewer, and the light source, and so it actually gets dimmer. And that's why you can look at a sunset and not be like completely blinded. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like, wow, everything's lit, yay. It's like really the 3 hour, or like the 4 hours before and after noon are like when it starts to get interesting. Yep, that's what happened to me. Oh, Jeff, you said that. The funny thing is, all you do is core gameplay mechanics and whatnot, and then suddenly realize there's so much logistical work that needs done. Menu settings, save load. Yeah. The cool thing about nights on Mars is there's no light pollution. And the atmosphere is super thin, so the night sky looks phantasmic. I'm still wondering if I should turn 10 minutes for day and 10 minutes for night is the right call. Like, I almost wonder if it should be just a few minutes longer, like a couple to a few minutes longer. Diabetic, diegetic, it's the same thing. Oh yeah. I feel ya. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna want to do some kind of mouse look button so that you can kind of decouple the camera from the rover a little bit and look up and around without steering. Jeff and I have talked about that a little bit, but it's sort of just down there somewhere on the to-do list. Okay, yeah, let's, I've been meaning to do this for a little while. Let's jump into, oh man, what is our current voxel graph? Are we even running a voxel graph right now? Might not be. We are not. Okay, so let's take the one from the test planet. I really like that terrain. I want to get that terrain in there. Did I actually ever do anything with this one? Oh, I did. Okay, so this was like the overly complex. Yeah, we're not going to use that one. We're going to do... I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, this one's much simpler. And is also the... So I'm going to duplicate... I believe this is... Whoa. Those pesky voxel insurers. Luckily they don't crash the engine. Here you are. Okay, actually, let's get rid of these for now. Put this up here. Let's call it I already put that in, that's good. So here's where we're setting the value of each voxel. I don't think flow curve, that's the planet flow. The radius, oh boy, so... Oh, hello cat. Come to walk on my keyboard? Oh, the cat wants to take up half my primary monitor to watch a YouTube video. Hold on, let me pull that up for him real quick. Cat's TV. This is what I show my cat. It's just like cockroaches running across the screen, or mice, or fish, or whatever. Alright, so noise height proportional to radius. So I think this might actually be where I want to plug our generator in. Try it. Our generator again. Alright. Mars generator. Alright. Oh hey, sunrise is coming. Maybe I'll just real quick. Your cat is your kids, yeah. Oh, I know. It's like cats that are just like, yeah, they're like little kids. They want to just try and emulate whatever you're doing, even if they have no freaking idea what that is. They just see you staring at a screen and pushing buttons on a board, and they want to do that too. It might be cool to watch the sunrise from like not directly at the sun.
Where'd all my foliage go? So this is called generator. Why is our class called BP Nurse Generator? It's yeah, I mean that makes sense. Figuring out your primary gameplay loop, which obviously includes fighting bosses, but that happens at the end of the loop. So if your intent is to have a couple of levels in each boss fight, then that sounds like you're probably doing it right. Okay, let's focus here. There's our radius, 67,790. And we need to plug our XYZ into this. I believe I just want this, which I can local variable type but I can't make a vector variable. Unique name. Name. It's not editable after you create the node. Oh no, I don't want to add it. Okay, try that. Okay, we're about to probably see some really weird stuff happen. Set a color.
need our sphere up vector. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. So this is driving the voxel world. This is a. It looks like a blueprint, but it's actually not. This is going to tell the. Basically taking our voxel generator, and we're plugging that into here, which is also a generator, but in blueprint form, nodes and everything, and we're applying some noise to it and a float curve that gives us fun sort of this is like a cross section of the type of terrain that we're looking for. So like this is like a slope, and this will be multiplied by, that will be modified by the IQ noise. Yeah, so let's just see what happens here. So if we take this and we object, yeah, the wrong one. Let's plug in the correct one. Well, that's not really so much weird as just not there. What? Our Mars generator value should be this. Oh, nothing, huh? It seems like it's thinking real hard. I'm going to turn off the foliage because that's just going to overcomplicate things. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working at all. I think I want to subtract. What's that? Oh my god. Alright, we're getting weird, folks. What? Okay. Yeah. I wish. That would make sense. This doesn't make sense. It appears to be the correct radius, dare I say it. However, it also appears that I don't even know what to say about this. This is just islands of voxels wrapped around a sphere. Okay. Cool. Maybe we take, well, what is our radius? Our radius is 67,790, right? So let's make this, and let's plug this into here. Then we'll add that to our generator value. I managed to turn off my camera controls again. Get those back. Yep. Oh, this is actually just, this is our mohole. Yeah, that's our mohole. Okay. So that isn't the planet at all. The planet's just not, cannot compute. Although let me try, actually let me try pushing. And we'll put up to 10. Not changing that value should. Okay, we're getting some generation of something. Oh. Ray index out of bounds. Yeah, ooh, it didn't like that at all. And this is why I've been putting off working with voxel graphs. Okay. Good thing I hit save all, like, religiously. I'm trying to take, so our planet that you've been seeing is just a height map that's been sort of force-fed into this voxel system. I've been trying to take, it's all in code, a custom generator that Jeff made, and what I'm trying to do is take the values output by that custom generator and add some variation and noise on top of the landscape that we're given by the height map. So I'm trying to basically add more details, more fine-grained details. because we're kind of limited by the satellite data that's been taken around Mars globally, and so we have to add more. Excuse me. We have to add more. We have to fill in the blanks essentially between all of the. Man, my brain is just completely melting right before your guys' eyes. We just need to add more detail. And the only way to do that is to use procedural noise to, I mean, we could hand sculpt details, which we will be doing in very select areas of the planet eventually. Like historically significant places, typically. But yeah, for like giving some more life to the entire planet, we're just going to use noise. So the idea is, once I have a system set up for... Right, so yeah, I was just going to explain that. So to make it not just seem monolithically like just a flat noise pattern, I'm also going to set up a biome system, which will also be pulling from geologic data taken of Mars as well. And each one of those regions will have different noise driving it. So you'll drive into a different region on Mars, and it has a different type of landscape about it, and different rocks, and that kind of thing. Different varieties of rocks. I mean, the beauty of this is that most of these open world games before have relied purely on procedural generation and as a foundation, and it gets old quick, and we're like flipping that on its head. And obviously we're lucky enough that we're able to use real world data as a foundation, and then just sort of peppering in some procedural details to not be the planet, but sprinkle some sugary sweetness on the already existing real world data. Okay, so it didn't like that at all. I think I'm gonna bypass this for now. I don't need this. Actually, let's see if we can just get this to work. Can I just get this to work? Switch brief. I don't think I want to auto-normalize anything because, yeah, we don't want to auto-normalize. That's just for the pre. Whatever.
material config is multi-index. Material collection is that. Yeah, it's pretty much a guarantee for Saturday every week. At least one of us will be on doing something for at least a couple hours, and then either Wednesday or Thursday during the week for a similar amount of time. Pacific, US. So it's 11 p.m. right now. Oh man, and I've been up since 6:30. Alright, I'm gonna mess around with this for like 10 more minutes and then I gotta take care of my brain. But it's been... Oh wow. Night owl. You know, Jeff, we should probably really be saying like Los Angeles because LA could also mean Louisiana. Which just gonna get rid of that too. I don't think we need to set our sphere up vector. I think we're doing that in our generator, are we not? Actually, yeah, we do. Which is why, I mean, we both have schedules and work and stuff that kind of lines up for, you know, evening streams, but it also kind of works out that most of our viewers want to tune in around this time. There have been so many times where, like, we previously were streaming 1 day a week, and we would stream for like 10 to 12 hours, and then, you know, we'd be wrapping up the stream, and then we'd have a bunch of people drop in, like right when we're about to end the stream. And so we figured, like, hey, why don't we just do 2 shorter streams later in the day, because that's really when people seem to want to watch, especially during the week. You know, most people are at work, and yeah, I have some long lost contacts in Atlanta from film school. Pretty big narrative film industry there. ATL. Alright, first of all, I'm going to just plug standard XY to our generator, because our generator is just fine doing what it does by itself. I'm not going to try and modify our generator at all. And our radius 7,790, that is good. Although, Jeff, if you could help me for a second here with the numbers. I mean, I guess I could look at it, but what is our radius, like our end radius, being modified by the height scale? Like, I guess in the context of I also don't know if I want to do this to our generator. Yeah, so our generator is, I got it plugged in here, and it's spitting out these values. Here, let me, so I can see it. Actually, all you guys are on Twitch. I'm going to turn off the chat window, because this is for like when people on YouTube join us. Okay, so it's spitting out radius 7,790, our min and max values, and our height scale 20. So I'm trying to like narrow things down, because I'm just kind of like, you know, shooting in the dark here a little bit. I've set the radius for the noise, so the noise that I'm trying to plug into our planet is set to our height scale multiplies the height value. Okay. So I don't think I need to worry about that right now. Let's just plug this radius into vector length. Yeah, because these are this. Yeah, all of this is not necessary right now. I don't need this, right? Oh no, I do. Because that's what makes the noise into a sphere. Okay. So actually, I'm going to take this. Plug all of it together. Let me just see if this will work. I need to start way simpler. Okay, so what this should do now is completely delete Mars and replace it with a sphere that is the same size. Save all, and this will make it so that it's just the noise. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, foliage aside, oh my god, I'm gonna kill my graphics card. Okay, hold on. Let's just turn off the foliage for now. Okay. Okay, so we have a sphere that is the same size. Noise even round. I probably need to increase the frequency. This would be a good time to do that before I plug Mars back in. Damn, if this was all I had to do, my god. Okay, frequency, let's make that, well, let's see, it looked good at frequency of 2 with a radius of 3,000. We have 67,000. It's 22.5 times more. 2.6 times. So yeah, like you know, 46. Let's just call it. Let's just do 40. Let's see, 40. Oh, still just flatness. Any of these details you guys are seeing is just the material Gotta find some actual. Oh, you know what I can do? Brush wireframe. See if I can get macro view of things. Okay, looks like I gotta turn up the strength of the noise by 22.5 times as well. Geez, still nothing? Alright, it's time to get freaky. I'm just gonna turn this up to 200. Turn this up to 400. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god. We have a piece of noise that is okay. We've successfully created a completely unrealistic cave system. I'm actually not normalizing it. That why? I turned it off. I turned off auto normalize. But that could just be for preview. I'm not even sure, you know, like this is what the noise looks like. Here, let me make this bigger. This is just a sample of the noise. But this is about what we should be getting out of this. Let me regenerate the planet. Interesting. It's always one below radius somehow. I see. I mean, if we go back in here and I just... Oh. Okay. Just keep narrowing it down. Should really just like box these off just because they keep confusing me. LED check. I'll put this in late. This is all the same. I haven't changed any of this. Seed, noise seed. I'm setting those in. Map the noise more or less to -1 to 1 for your work in the curves. Wait, this doesn't actually go anywhere. Hold up. Let me go back to the old graph because I need to see what I messed up here.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm plugging the clean value in, not the noise value. Whoops. I want to plug in the noise value. Yeah. Okay. Let's save all and generate. Okay, it is regenerating. I know. I'm melting into my seat waiting for this. They are. But this one is proven, I mean, this is the exact same math that's being used on the test planet, except scaled up to our planet size. That's all this is. With extreme, oh shit. I set the frequency to 400 way back when I couldn't figure out why it wasn't showing up. This is gonna be, yep. Hello. Oh, infinite canyons. Oh, just forever. Oh man, it just keeps going into space and beyond. It just keeps going. Okay. We're gonna scale these back down to reasonable numbers. That's still not reasonable. Oh no. Kraken. That looks kind of cool though. I swear though, every time I play with these voxel graphs, I get nothing that I want, but I still get things that are like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, I changed the noise seed, not the strength. That's why. Hopefully that's why. No, that is not why. Okay, back to the old graph. Let's see where we went wrong. I really don't think this set color node is really gonna do anything for us. Let's just make the noise strength 1. Zero everything back out. Where it was. Defaults. Defaults. I know. This happens every time I go voxel graphs. Wait, these are okay, so these are actually like, okay. Hang on. Hey, hey, hey. Look at that. We're getting there. The strengths just need to be turned down? Like way down. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Hello, beautiful. Beautiful terrain. Okay. Love it. I know, it didn't the thing. It did the thing, it did a thing, and it didn't do the other thing. The bad thing. Okay. Sweet. Let's take the frequency down even more. I really just want to add some subtle variation to Mars. I don't want to recreate a completely different planet on top of Mars. Like, I'm almost even worried about these mountains being too big, because where the hell is this on Mars? This doesn't exist. So let's take that noise strength down by another 10. That's like nothing now. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean it. Come back. Oh. Interesting. Interesting, like, unrealistic formations there. What is that? What? They're just randomly, like, jutting into space. Okay. So this is our basis. This is the high point. Alright. Yeah, you know, just... What if we just drop Mars and just make a fully procedural planet? No one's doing that. Yeah, good night, Jeff. Getting like almost nothing. Actually nothing. Yeah, screw all that stuff. Right, I've underdone it. Just keep the frequency at 1. No, we're going to put the frequency at 2, and we're going to adjust our strength. Actually, there's this amplitude value in here that is not exposed, that I want to expose. Gradient perturb. Yeah, let's go ahead and all this to it. Have yet another slider to try and juggle. Oh, what is that over there? That. Oh no. Dare. Why? Why must you?
Okay. We're in space. Alright, yeah, so still really strong. Let's take our frequency back to 4. And keep turning that strength down. Yeah, I mean, this is more what I'm talking about. Just really, really subtle. Okay. Crap. Oh. Yeah, I can use it. I don't know if I can use it. Maybe we'll call that a lava tube. That could be a lava tube. Let's plug in Mars and see what happens to this, because it's still here and looking like jank, then can't use it. Okay, so oh, and we don't do the check. Fact. That's for now. Oh, whoops, this is the wrong graph. And I'm tired. Up there. This can go up there. Doesn't. Let's plug in Mars. Where are we going to plug in Mars? Let's plug in Mars right before the set height. Set value. Just need to add it. Add this to Mars. Simple addition. We're every single voxel on our planet. Man, this is going to lock up the preview for a while. Yeah, that's actually what I want to see. Good thing. Looks like Satan's butthole, but this is actually our planet. The sphere flattened onto a plane. That's good. Okay, save all and regenerate. Give me what I want. Satan's butthole. This is going to take a long time of just sitting here and waiting for this to start. I apologize in advance. There's so much math happening right now. Yeah, this is good. It's good. Now everyone else that's watching our streams wants to go to bed when we want to go to bed. This is perfect. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I mean, it didn't break.
Mars is not here. Is it? I mean, it is, actually. It's not at the right scale. What Dallas looks like. This is the largest canyon in the solar system. Are you ready? Okay. So yeah, we need to add so it is actually there. That's pretty cool. However, okay, let me try just to prove that, if I take all of this crap behind it and just plug this in here. Actually, I should do that. Let's see what happens when I do that. Make sure I'm getting good numbers out of our generator. I wish I could just turn off this preview over here. It's quite agonizing. I mean, it's not even like my computer is pegged at all. Okay. All right. So now I regenerate the planet. Let's go. Luckily, you know, what kind of crap happens, you just hide it behind the loading screen and call it a day. Oh, there she is. Alright. So yeah, we got good numbers on our generator. Good stuff, good stuff. So now I need to figure out the right combination of mathematical operations to get... Okay, so maybe I actually want to subtract all of this noise. Oh, I'm in the wrong graph again. I just need to close this. Yeah, I want to subtract. Oh, right. I forgot about this. It's a feature, not a bug. Every time you add or delete a node from this graph, it recomputes the preview. Which means another 12, 14 seconds waiting. You know, it's funny that this would barely even been possible 10 years ago, if at all. So I don't know why I'm complaining that it's taking 14 seconds. Alright, so my hacky way to get around this issue is to make it so the preview doesn't... This is actually supposed to stop that, but I don't know how to use the switch preview. Unless there's something up there that gives me control over that switch. so what I do is I just go like back in the stack over here, and I just like toggle pin preview on this. The most simple item. So it's going to do this long process again one more time. And after that, all it's going to be doing is recomputing the previous C. Instead of recomputing everything. There's also a major release of this plugin coming out sometime this year as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. All this stuff is made by one guy. Okay, so now our preview is super flat, simple. So now when I add it doesn't lock up for 10 days. Alright, so I'm going to take our generator and I'm going to subtract our noise from it. Yes. I'm going to plug that into our final value. We're just going to move this out of here. Go. Get out of here. Whoa, somehow that got messed up. Please disregard the absolute chaos that this graph is. Okay. Regenerate. Alright, I gotta say it. Whatever happens in this regeneration, I gotta call it after this. And I know you probably want to go to sleep too. You're 3 hours ahead of us, so. Thanks for sticking with me. Oh. 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 We're live. Okay. Okay. We check for that weird anomaly. Where was that? That was over here by Olympus Mons. Yeah, I think it's this. It's inverted itself. However, it doesn't look terrible. Like, I could go in and paint this out, smooth that over. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so I guess, you know, on the next episode, I will be tweaking these values a little bit to see if we can make the most of this. But yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to tell what's actually the original map and what is our noise, but that's the point. Yeah. All right. Is going okay. Yeah, see, I'm still trying to get rid of these just long, flat stretches. Those aren't actually flat, are they? Yeah, that's true. That a, oh no, that's, I think that's actually a real crater. Sweet. Okay, yeah, well, that on that note, I'm gonna stop myself before I keep going for another 3 hours and pass out in my chair. So, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that was a very interesting experience. Like, I actually did something in the voxelgraph that didn't really break everything, so that's great. Huzzah! Actually, I have a better atmosphere for this. I have one for space, and then I have one for on the ground. There we go, baby. All right, that's it. Have a great weekend. I will. If you plug into our Discord, if you're inclined, you'll see us on there. Otherwise, catch you on the next stream.